Hello YouTube, Freddie Cardona here. Welcome back to another Driving in the News. Today is the 14th of April, 2023. Our mission is to record history, so we upload a snippet of today's news in the New York metropolitan area as I bring you with me on my commute to work. So let's get right into the news.
Cecil explains why this fire is so difficult to fight.
Here, when we get into the highlands in the northern part of the state, obviously a very different terrain, different forest type. We're in an oak hickory forest type. We've got very steep conditions. So we've got to work by hand in many instances. We can use some equipment, but it's certainly a lot more challenging.
Unlike in the flat pine barrens, where bulldozers can dig containment lines, much of the work here is done with shovels. Helicopters dump water on hot spots. The fire risk will remain high until the leaf canopy grows in and we get some rain. Sean Adams, 1010 Winds on 92.3 FM in West Milford.
Members of the NYPD were involved in 3 shootings in the city yesterday in Brooklyn, Queens, and the Bronx, scene of the latest shooting at the 238th Street subway station. Roger Stern is there this morning.
Transit Chief Michael Kemper says a guy was pointing a gun at people at that stop in Kingsbridge and then started walking between stations.
The officers approached this male. They observed a gun or firearm in his hands, and they ordered him to drop the gun and stop. The male refused to comply with their directions.
Police say he later pointed the gun at officers and they shot him in the hand. Earlier yesterday in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, cops shot a 78-year-old man who allegedly pointed a gun at them as they responded to a burglary call in his apartment. Department Chief Jeff Madry.
They got assistance from EMS. The male was removed to a local hospital and eventually succumbed to his injuries.
And in Jamaica, Queens, police wounded a man who they say was holding a knife after stabbing a church security guard. Roger Stern, 1010 Winds, 92.3 FM in Kingsbridge, the Bronx.
It seems like the Washington Post did a lot of the heavy lifting for the FBI in cracking the case of the leaked classified military documents that have been turning up online, documents revealing weaknesses in Ukraine's air defenses and other secrets. The Post interviewed a member of a Discord discussion group who said the documents were being posted by the leader of the group, a guy in the military, who was apparently just trying to impress other members of the group. That member told the Post that the first leader just quoted from the documents at first.
It would appear as if he sort of grew angry with the fact that only 1 or 2 people were paying attention to these documents that he was pouring his heart out into. And as a sign of just anger, he just decided to post the full documents.
Under arrest, 21-year-old Jack Douglas Teixeira, an Air National Guardsman assigned to the 102nd Intelligence Wing based at Otis Air National Guard Base in Massachusetts. Attorney General Garland says Teixeira will be charged with the unauthorized removal of classified national defense information. Former President Trump was back in New York yesterday for another deposition in the state attorney general's civil suit against his business, and apparently he handled this deposition quite a bit differently from the last. His attorney says Mr. Trump spent nearly 7 hours describing in detail his extraordinary business success.
That is a stark difference from his first deposition back in August when he invoked his Fifth Amendment right hundreds of times. The substance of the questions was not made clear, but James has filed a $250 million civil lawsuit alleging Trump and his eldest children and some corporate executives fraudulently inflated Trump's net worth. Aaron Katursky, ABC News for 1010 Winds on 92.3 FM.
In between legal proceedings for the moment, former President Trump will be doing some campaigning today and tomorrow. Today, he'll be in Indianapolis to speak at the National Rifle Association's annual meeting. Also appearing, former Vice President Pence and former Arkansas Governor Asa Hutchinson, who says he's running for president. Tomorrow, Mr. Trump will deliver the keynote address at the Republican National Committee Spring Retreat in Nashville. City Council member Oswald Felice of the Bronx has gone ahead and introduced legislation to ban so-called ghost license plates, fake paper temporary plates, which he says are often used in the commission of crimes.
People need to know that if they either sell a paper plate or if they drive with a fake paper plate, they will be held accountable.
There'll be a $500 fine for a first offense, $1,000 for the second. His legislation would also increase fines for driving with expired plates, $300 for a first offense, $500 for the second. Florida has become the latest state to effectively outlaw most abortions.
The clerk will unlock the machine and members will proceed to vote.
The Republican majority in the Florida legislature passed the bill.
70 yeas, 40 nays, Mr. Speaker.
Which will ban most abortions after 6 weeks. Current Florida law prevents abortions after 15 weeks. Exceptions will be made to save the life of the mother and also for rape and incest victims up until 15 weeks if the woman reports it to law enforcement.
Steve Futterman reporting the ban will only take effect if Florida's Supreme Court upholds the current 15-week ban, which is the subject of an ongoing legal battle. The court is controlled by conservatives. It is expected to rule in favor of the ban. 73 degrees, it's sunny in New York, and we're headed up to 87 in Midtown today. Now this, searching for a small business loan, visit biz2credit.com/ERTC loan. We know that the principal pastime in North Korea these days is launching missiles, but the North's latest missile test may have involved something new and more dangerous.
Seen as the most powerful weapon in its growing nuclear arsenal, North Korean state media says Thursday's test involved a new solid-fuel Hwasong-18 intercontinental ballistic missile. And that might pose a threat to the U.S., both in terms of distance and agility, because solid-fuel missiles require less time to prepare for launch.
Alex Jansen reporting from Seoul. North Korean state media says the launch was personally supervised by Kim Jong-un, who, it says, pledged to further expand his nuclear arsenal to, as they put it, constantly strike extreme uneasiness and horror in his rivals and make them feel regret for their wrong choices. There's word from Russia that they might be willing to release the Wall Street Journal reporter they're holding on espionage charges if we could maybe release one of their people.
Russia's Deputy Foreign Minister Sergei Ryabkov told Russian media that talks about a possible exchange with Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gershkovich could take place. However, he emphasized that Moscow would only negotiate a possible prisoner exchange after a court delivers its verdict in the espionage case against Gershkovich. Russia's Federal Security Service accused Gershkovich of trying to obtain classified information about a Russian arms factory. Both the U.S. government and the Wall Street Journal have strongly denied Russia's allegation that Gershkovich is a spy. I'm Karen Chamas.
Wins News Time 8:11. Let's check traffic and transit on the ones now with Karen Stewart.
We are packed on the northbound FDR Drive at Houston Street. We got a broken down car. The left lane's blocked at Houston, and we're jammed from back at Wall Street. Another big problem spot that we've got is the Bronx River Parkway. What a mess northbound from East Gun Hill Road into Cross County. We're jammed. We've got an accident investigation across county with an overturned vehicle. The right and centers are blocked, and all lanes are subject to closure. The entrance ramp from Oak Street to the northbound lanes is also closed, and southbound we've got the left lane shut for emergency vehicles. We have an ongoing accident investigation on the northbound Palisades at exit 10 in Clarkstown. The left lane remains shut there. And on the island, eastbound LIE at exit 51 for Deer Park Avenue. Overturned box truck still out there. Only the HOV lane is open. We're jammed eastbound, and we've got moderately heavy traffic going westbound in the area with rubbernecking. Eastbound Southern State at exit 29 for Hicksville Road, if disabled, partially blocks the exit ramp. And the eastbound Sunrise Highway at exit 56 has an accident, and the left lane's closed. Metro North Harlem, Hudson, and New Haven lines come subject to 15-minute delays because of signal issues, and the Queens-bound A's in both directions. The B's are running with delays. Alternate side is suspended today. We're sponsored by LifeVac. Our next report is 8:21. I'm Karen Stewart, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
Did you know that a child dies every 5 days from choking? The original LifeVac is the easiest, safest, and most effective airway clearance device that can save you or a loved one from choking. Learn more at lifevac.net and use code NEWS to save 20% on your purchase.
Now the 1010 Winds AccuWeather 4-day forecast. Once again, meteorologist Matt Benz.
Yeah, of course, very warm out there for today. At least sunshine, perhaps some clouds at times for this afternoon, but it will be quite warm. A high of 87 degrees. That would break the record for the state of 85 set back in 1941. Remaining mild for tonight, low of 62, though a cold front will be moving to the area late tonight. This is a backdoor variety, and that means temperatures tomorrow not moving much. Mostly cloudy and much cooler for tomorrow with a couple showers around, mainly in the afternoon. High just 66. A shower, perhaps a bit of drizzle to start the day on Sunday. High is 65. And heading into Monday, a couple showers around early in the day and some breaks of sun in the afternoon. Highs once again topping out at 65 degrees. Out the door this morning, though, we have 73 degrees now in Central Park under mainly sunny skies. Repeating, the current temperature is 73, going up to 87 this afternoon in Midtown. I'm meteorologist Matt Benz on New York's weather station, 1010 Winds on 92.3 FM.
Wow, I just had the wildest dream.
Did we play HGTV's My Lottery Dream Home Scratch-Off game?
Yeah.
And win $1 million?
We did.
And buy the home of our dreams?
Yes, and we were on that HGTV show with David Bromstad. Wait, how do you know all this?
Because you talk in your sleep.
Find your dreams a home. Play HGTV's My Lottery Dream Home Scratch-Off game from the New York Lottery for a chance to win.
Someone said that HGTV and a lot of those reality shows are scripted. Let me know what you think or if you heard the same thing.
A revelation. It's a flat-out hilarious comedy and a joyful nonstop pleasure. The Chicago Tribune raves, Fat Ham is smart, fearless, blisteringly well-acted, and wildly entertaining. And Variety says this Pulitzer Prize-winning play is the funniest and most invigorating new show on Broadway. Get your tickets now to this strictly...
All right, guys, so we ended it on a commercial. So I just realized I did a little back searching on my channel. So the September 7th was the date of the very first Driving and the News upload. So on the 7th of September of this year will be 1 year anniversary where we upload almost on a daily basis, Monday through Friday, the little snippet of the news. So I wanted to thank everyone who stayed with me on this journey. I really, really appreciate you. I appreciate the subscribers and the views. And when you hit that like button, that lets me know that you enjoy what we're doing. All right, guys, we'll see you on the next Pride in Patterson video.